Hey everybody, welcome back to Tawander Freely. So today we're going to be checking the levels on our propane tanks. We wanted to show you how we do that. So what you're looking at there is our two-stage regulator, and you can see that right now it's reading half green and half red. That means that one of the tanks is empty. This regulator is set up so that both tanks are set in the open position, and when one goes empty it automatically switches over to the other. So you do need to check this every once in a while just to make sure when you do have an empty tank you can deal with it. So the tank that we have right in this compartment, this is the empty one, so we're going to shut off the valve and we're going to remove this tank so that we can get it filled. So there we have it closed tightly, and then we're going to disconnect this tank right here so we can remove it from the compartment. Alright, so we've got our tank out. Unfortunately, at this place, they actually have propane refilling services right here. It's really convenient. You can see it right behind us there. So what we do is we'll put our empty tank out at the end of our spot here, and then I go check in at the office. I'll let them know that I have an empty tank that needs refilled. If you're at a campground that doesn't have on-site propane refilling, we've been at plenty of those. There are other options that you have. I'll typically start by going to the front office and just seeing if they have anything very locally that they know of where I can do it. If they don't know of any, one thing that I've seen a lot of, U-Haul rental places, you know, the moving trucks. For whatever reason, most of those places, they also do propane refilling. I've probably used half a dozen different U-Haul places across the country for propane refilling, and it's always been a good experience. Also used a couple of gas stations, but they're a little tougher to find. One other propane tip, if you're buying a used RV, you're probably getting used propane tanks with that RV. We did. And one note, you do have to get the propane tanks requalified within 10 years of when they were manufactured. So we've actually had both of our propane tanks requalified since we've owned the RV. And that's not as bad as you might think it sounds. You just call the propane place. You can check with the office first, see if they know of anybody locally, and then you can talk to propane refilling places and you can ask them specifically on the phone, do you requalify tanks? Most of them do, and it usually costs like $5. You bring your tank in, they do it. It's a quick process, and then you're good to go for another 10 years. We hope you found this video helpful. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. To wander freely.